Hi, my name is David Hunter, and this is From the Abyss. Where's my hat? My hat's a persona. It's kind of a stage thing. This is a very special tape show I'm going to do right now. It's very intimate, it's very personal, and I didn't want anything interfering with what I'm about to say to you. Someone said something to me today and it spurred me to do this. They said they can tell I've been in the trenches, and I have. So this show is entitled, I Have Been in the Trenches. Now let me be there for you. I've told you I know what it's like to sell my body. I know what it's like to get so high and hope that it's going to be over so quick. And many of us know it usually never is. I know what it's like to eat out of dumpsters. I know what it's like to scavenge. I know what it's like to lie, steal, flee, on and on and on and on. Yes, I know all that. I know what it's like to be propositioned by very young girls because they need a fix. I know what it's like to be propositioned by very young boys because they need a fix. I've seen it all. I've seen dead bodies in dumpsters in a project I used to live with in New Mexico because he OD'd. And instead of calling the cops because what a hassle that would be, they just threw him in the dumpster behind. And yes, I helped. You are not alone. You're in rehab maybe right now, and you are safe, and you are being fed, and you are wondering why you can't get it. Why is little Johnny over here on the fourth step after his first week and a half there, shining and beaming, always raising his hand in group, and you, little Susie, are over there in the corner with your knees up like this, and your arms around you, and you're hoodied down like this, and you hate everybody, and you can't stand being there, and you want to get to your friends, and you want to use, and you don't want to be there, and you're the one who's going to stay sober. Listen to me again. You are, because you're being real. He's not. In a couple months, he's going to come up with a really bad problem. Something's going to come back, and he's going to pick up. How do I know? Over 30 years experience, that's how I know. You can't take that from me. I've seen it. I was it. I was the AA poster boy. I ran around with my big book in hand, quoting from it. I was preparing to circuit speak with a friend of mine, Jed, who did circuit speak. And guess what? After 20 years, he relapsed. Be real. Let me be there with you. Do you want to know the best thing you can do for yourself to start the process? And it doesn't mean you're going to get sober all of a sudden. The heavens aren't going to part. God isn't going to say, there you go. The best thing you can do is go to whatever little shitty room you got, or if it's a rehab, or if it's an abandoned house, or if it's your parents' house, or it's in the basement, and sit there for 15 minutes. Give yourself 15 minutes. And in that 15 minutes, allow yourself to be real. It'll take a little time. That's why I said 15 minutes. Just sit there. Anxiety will start to come. You'll feel it. Trust me. And if you're being true, it will hit. Your hands will start to shake. Your eyes will start to quiver. Your lips will start to shake. And the tears won't stop. And you will clutch yourself like this. And you will want it to stop. And it will all hit you at once. And it isn't fair. And you didn't start it. And it doesn't matter. The world doesn't give a fuck. The only person who does is you, and at this moment, me, and yes, maybe some friends and family. But if you're out there right now and you're caught up, I care. Because I'm not burnt out from your shenanigans and your lies and your thievery and all that good stuff. I've now started to put the show's email address. I should have done this before and I apologize for it. Write, please. Please ask questions. Demand me to go live. I don't care if I got 3 people watching live. I wish I could give every one of you my phone number. It's not so simple as sending little Johnny off to rehab for 3 weeks so he could be ready for football camp, or Susie so she can start doing cheerleading. What the fuck are you thinking? This is years worth of shit. This is a family disease. This is lying, shadows, incest, abuse, dark things we don't want to talk about, sexual abuse. And yes, I'm going to start doing shows on topics people won't exactly like, but they need to hear them. How do you recover from sexual abuse? How do you recover from sexual behavior that's deviant? Pornography, cam, all that good stuff. I have. Not perfectly. I make mistakes. Look, people, if you want perfection, I don't know where to tell you to go. I ain't the one. I can only tell you it really and truthfully. All I can tell you is I don't spend my whole check on phone sex anymore because I can't control myself. I might do a webcam and I don't compound it. And I really try not to anymore because it doesn't fit with who I am anymore. And to be honest with you, pornography it's not who I am anymore. It doesn't, I don't get aroused from it anymore. But the real reason I'm here is I want you to know from the bottom of my heart that I want to be in the trenches with you. Someone understands you. Someone gets you. If nobody else does, if the counselors don't get you, if your friends there don't get you, if your family doesn't get you, if your kids don't get you, I get you. You don't have to make explanations to me. You don't have to explain yourself. I already know. Just break through. The hardest thing in the world is to take responsibility for shit that wasn't your fault. Now, please misunderstand me. I'm not saying take responsibility for if you were abused like I was, raped, or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is take responsibility for acting upon the behaviors afterwards. It's a hard thing to do, and any good therapist will tell you it's the right thing to do, and it's the hardest. Those things that happened to me caused me to do things I really didn't want to do, but I did them anyways, and I could have stopped, and I didn't. I have to take ownership of that. So do you. Stop blaming everything on alcoholism or drug addiction. Stop fucking debating if it's a disease or not. Does it really fucking matter? Do flowery topics in a meeting make any sense? If you're not giving me instructions how to fucking let go, then shut the fuck up. I here am giving you instructions on how to do it. Journal. Get in that basement. Become real for 15 minutes and let it pour out. And if you can't because it's a family member that did it to you, I am truly sorry. And there are those of you that is that way. And I wish I could rescue every single one of you. You don't have to be perfect anymore. You don't have to be the perfect addict. You don't have to be the perfect person in recovery. Just be you. Stop counting days. Who gives a fuck? I can't even tell you how long I've been sober, and does it matter? What's more important, the message or the messenger? And that's what we get all fucked up with in America. We always pick apart the messenger, even though the message is good. I am flawed. I make mistakes. I pick the wrong friends. I get fucked over. And you know what? I'm still happy. I'm still secure. I still have good friends. I still have my car. It's my love, my life. That's what matters. Being real with yourself. I've said it before. Get in a meeting, stand the hell up and say, fuck your acceptance. I used to do that all the time. Yeah, I got thrown out of a lot of meetings. He said towards the end. When things were, when I was starting to piece shit together that wasn't fitting. You know when they say let it go, I would be like, I don't let shit go until it bleeds from my fingertips. And that's okay. That's real. Let me be there with you. If someone says to you, you're full of shit and you don't know what you're doing, put my fucking video in front of them and say, he knows. He gets it. And he's not the only one. Because look, he's actually got a couple of viewers. Not a million, but hey, I got a couple. There are more of us who get it. I'm just situated where, as a disabled veteran, I can do this all day long. I can go on Facebook all day long and talk to people. It's a grassroots thing for me. And yeah, it's tiring. There are some days I sleep for 2 days because I'm exhausted from families crying about their kids and their lost ones and why did they open up the door and what was that needle doing in his arm, and he said he was only going to use one more time, and he did. He did only use one more time. It was the time that killed him. Let me be there with you when you are crying at night and you don't see any hope or help or way to go. Let me be there with you. Know that I do care and I don't want anything back. Nothing. There are no cups to buy. There are no shirts to buy. I don't give a fuck if you subscribe or not. And with my language, it's very hard to find my show on YouTube. I just want to be there for you in that darkness. What is the abyss? That's what the abyss is. It's depression. It's hopelessness. It's darkness. It's isolation. It's alone. It's despair. For those of you who are lesbian, gay, transgender, were picked on, bullied. For those of you who are too thin, too fat. For those of you who are abused, and raped, and sodomized by coaches, by family members, by perverts. For those of you who were made to sell yourselves because you had no other way to get what you needed. I've been there too, and I'm standing here right now for you. I'm advocating for you until you can learn to advocate for yourself. And I will continue to pump out these goddamn videos until somebody somewhere takes notice and gives you the help you need. It's okay to need more help. Stop trying to fit into their cookie cutter way of recovery. You know, it's easy for the court system to say, send Mark over to AA, and that's it, you know, and that's the end of it. And then if it doesn't work, it was his fault, not AA's. Oh, bullshit. AA didn't have what he needed, or she. Let me be in the trenches with you. Let me be that pillow that you hold so deep at night that you cry into it and you curse it. Let me be that one real person there for you. Because I need you there for me. As much as I want to help you, you help me. You make me human. You help me love. You help me care. You help me forget who I used to be. This is David Hunter. Let me be in the trenches with you. From the abyss. Signing off.